So it's now time, and I will call to order the, is this a special meeting?
Yeah, it's on Monday.
Oh, I guess it is. I thought it was a regular meeting. Of the Police Commission, 2,359th. And first order of business is to accept the minutes of January 9th.
So moved.
And second, so they are approved. And now we have, do that, we have correspondence, Chief.
Yes. Lieutenant Shredder has participated in an oral board examination for the position of sergeant with the Newtown Police Department. They sent us a very nice complimentary letter thanking him for his efforts. We also got a letter of correspondence from a young lady thanking officers, K-9 Officer Silva and the Darien Police Force for their service. She's a third grader. Very nice letter. And there's also a copy of an article in your folder that states Darien, Connecticut. According to the website Financial News 24/7 Wall Street, determined that Darien is the best town in Connecticut to live in, one of the safest communities in the country, as a matter of fact. So,
That we know.
mentions
Secret is out.
mentions are very
The secret is out.
crime rate, and among other things, why it's such a good community.
It says Darien is one of the safest communities in the country. There were just 14 violent crimes for every 100,000 residents. Of course, we don't have 100,000 residents in 2017. So anyway, we are very happy that the Darien has been mentioned as being the fine town that we all know it is.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we should also give thanks to our officers who make it that way.
We'll take credit for our part.
You should. You should. Okay. Department activity.
Captain Lawler has some items for you.
Okay, on January 17th, we had 2 reports of larceny in the mail from the post office on Corbin Drive. On the 17th, we had a stolen vehicle from Birch Road. There were no signs of forced entry. On January 22nd, we made a domestic violence related arrest. Also on the 22nd, we responded to an overnight burglary at a business. Our Detective Bureau is investigating that. On January 23rd, we responded to 4 more complaints of stolen mail from the post office on Corbin Drive. On the 29th, again, a larceny of mail from the post office.
You know, is this, the mail situation is disturbing, obviously, and I don't want you to tell people how they're maybe doing this, but is there anything, I suppose the only thing people can do to protect themselves is to go inside and...
We did put out a press release on this, advising people that the best way to do it is to go inside and drop off their mail. Also, we have been in touch with the Postal Inspector's Office. They're going to be installing theft-resistant, although nothing is ever 100%, theft-resistant mailboxes at the Corbin Drive location. They've already installed one up at the Heights Post Office, the Heights Road Post Office, making them much more difficult to defeat. So that's one thing that they're doing. Did you have the arrest on there too?
Yes, it's coming.
We did make an arrest.
Oh, you have? Oh, good, okay. Does it look like there's one group that's doing this, or is it?
It's not just one group. They're coming in from Westchester County, New York City. There's a very large contingent of individuals that are involved in doing this.
So this is a crime that's happening regionally?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not just, they're not picking Darien?
No, Greenwich has had a big problem as well.
Okay.
Some other towns also.
Okay. Have there been any instances of personal mailboxes being
At residences?
looked at? Yeah,
We haven't really taken any reports of that.
Okay.
It's mostly been at the post office.
at the post office, in the outdoor box.
The outdoor
Yeah.
box, yes.
Okay. Well,
I think he had some information on an arrest that we made.
Yep. On the 30th, we responded to a motor vehicle burglary on Christie Hill Road. It was unlocked. 30th, we made an arrest for failure to appear. Again, on the 30th, we made an arrest for threatening. And on the 31st, an officer patrolling the area of Corbin Drive stopped a suspicious vehicle and observed several items of unopened mail in the back seat.
Oh.
After conducting an investigation, the 3 occupants of the vehicle were arrested for the mail theft.
okay. And where were they from?
New Jersey.
Okay. All right.
Yep. That was some really nice work by the
Oh, that's
Sergeant
terrific.
Johnson on the midnight shift.
That's great. Okay.
Excellent.
Very good.
Again, on the 31st, we responded to 5 motor vehicle burglaries. All the vehicles were unlocked. February 1st, we had a stolen mail complaint, but that stemmed from the 13th prior to the arrest. It was just recently discovered. And on February 2nd, we had a DWI arrest.
Yeah. No, that's terrific that you guys got
Yeah.
the people who were doing the mailbox stuff.
We had some shared.
That's scary
We
stuff.
had some shared intelligence from outside agencies
Mhm.
that told us, gave us some pretty specific information, which
Good.
led us to that surveillance.
That's very good, thank you. Okay, then we have Guardian entry.
Yeah, in our Guardian software package that we use to note excellent service by officers, I just wanted to bring a few things to your attention that have been ongoing. Sergeant Kerry Isaac regularly gives talks up at Atria on scams involving senior citizens and how seniors are targeted. So she asked Officer Chris Jimenez and Officer Flood to give a presentation to the seniors, and it was very well received up there. So kudos to Sergeant Isaac, Officer Jimenez, and Officer Flood for their great work that they've been doing up there to help out the seniors. Also, once again, Sergeant Isaac, Kerry Isaac, has been instrumental in doing the Coffee with Seniors, the senior center version of Coffee with a Cop. For a good part of 2018, Officer Jimenez, again, was mentioned as always being around to help and engage in dialogue with all the seniors, and they look forward to his attendance there. And Lieutenant Marin has recognized Officer Leslie Silva for all her hard work on the department's newly developed Coffee with a Cop program that we have at the various coffee shops downtown and around town. And in a relatively short amount of time, she's helped the department establish another way to positively interact with the community we serve. Just 3 things we wanted to mention to you about
Okay,
that.
very good. Okay, old business, update on new firearms.
Just to let you know, all of our firearms are in that we purchased and you guys approved the purchase of from the alarm fund. Lieutenant Shredder's training division commander has advised me that about 90% of the department has participated in qualifications, and that's just about everybody has qualified so far. So a few people left. It's going very well. Everybody really loves the new firearm.
Good. Okay, new business, there's another bike race.
Captain Lawler has something on that.
Yes, this is not a race. It's an event that goes through town every year. The thing about this year is they're going to start in town from Middlesex Middle School.
Mhm.
That's the only difference. Should be about 90 cyclists. They don't release them all at once, so it's not a big group going. And they agreed to hire 2 people for traffic control as they leave
Mhm.
the school.
What's their route when they leave the school? Where do they go?
It's a big, long list. They go all the way up through Norwalk, then back down to Darien. It's about 25 miles, so. But the route is pretty much the same through town. They do go through the beach area, but they have in the past without any problems.
When is the event going to be?
It is June 23rd, that's a Sunday.
Okay.
It's not all at once, there's stragglers, so you get a few bikes at a time.
Understood. Okay. All right.
Do we need to approve anything?
Yes.
Yeah, just ask for approval.
They're looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Okay, so we're in favor of that. And then, Donnie, you have some traffic issues?
There's a packet in your folder for proposed tree removal on West Avenue, just west of Hollow Tree Ridge Road. The fact that this tree is still there after all these years is kind of mind-boggling to me. Clearly, you know, it's an old tree, but at the end of the day, Ed Gentile is looking for LTA concurrence that this tree needs to be removed, and I fully support it. This tree here, actually, you know, you could conceivably be operating lawfully and hit this tree because it is actually in the road.
Oh,
So, and the sidewalk kind of was constructed around this tree. And any tree that has a delineator and a reflector on it clearly should be removed in my mind. So he's just looking for LTA concurrence that this tree needs to be taken out and the sidewalk constructed to make it
Oh, I
actually
see, yeah.
ADA compliant sidewalk.
yeah.
I
but-
concur.
Yeah.
He's
I'm-
looking for concurrence.
And so do I. So that's fine. Yeah, you can see that's interesting. The sidewalk, the tree is right on the sidewalk, which,
Yeah.
of course, is similar to many of the trees on Nearwater Lane.
Right.
But this one goes into the road.
Yeah, that's true.
And it bears scars of being struck numerous times over
No.
the course of our career. So
Okay.
I myself have done accident investigations there.
I thought you were yourself had run
Did it.
into the tree.
Yes,
No.
done the same
I
thing.
investigated accidents.
Okay. All right. Then what do we have next? Removal of the tree. Outside employment for TJ White is,
Yeah, Lieutenant White is requesting outside employment as a CrossFit coach, and it will not interfere with his employment with the Darien Police Department. He's a law off duty.
okay. So I would approve that.
Second.
And now we have the sad news.
Yes. Captain Lawler has submitted his request for retirement. I'm just going to rip this up.
Yes, can I not approve?
I have a bunch of them ready to go.
I would like to just note, it's been a pleasure working with John for 33 years. I was like a rookie patrolman when he started here, so we go back a long way.
I bet you do. I think you're one of the, two of the maybe 5 or 6 people who I wasn't involved in
That's right.
appointing
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
commission.
That's right.
So anyway, John, we're going to miss you. We know that. I guess we have to accept but we do, assuming Kim concurs, that we accept your resignation with great regrets. And again, on behalf of the commission, thank you for your service. And I know you've got a few things on mind to do in the future.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's been a great honor to work at such a fine police department and with all the wonderful people that I've met over the years. So thank you.
Okay. So do we have any, Kim, you have any new business or anything
I do not.
to bring up? Okay, so therefore we will adjourn and go into executive session to discuss personnel matter.